Welcome to the perplexing world of unsolved mysteries. In this video, we explore the depths of some of the most perplexing and intriguing cases that have stumped investigators for years, from mysterious disappearances and unexplained deaths to strange occurrences and eerie phenomena. We will attempt to shed light on these baffling enigmas. Despite the best efforts of detectives, these mysteries remain unsolved, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and haunting uncertainty. Join us as we delve into the unknown and attempt to unravel the secrets that have eluded even the most experienced investigators. So buckle up and get ready for a journey into the fascinating world of unsolved mysteries. Can there have been more than one? You've surely heard of the notorious Yorkshire Ripper, that cruel and elusive murderer who terrorized the late 1970s, leaving a trail of baffled detectives and gruesome tales in his wake. Picture this: lorry driver Peter Sutcliffe, finally nabbed in January 1981 after over 5 years of relentless killing. The nation breathed a collective sigh of relief, but the horrors didn't end there. 13 confirmed murders, mainly targeting sex trade workers in West Yorkshire, and a series of vicious attacks on other women marked Sutcliffe's reign of terror. A violent, paranoid schizophrenic, he wielded ball-peen hammers, knives, and sharpened screwdrivers, claiming he heard voices commanding him to kill prostitutes. The voice of God, he insisted, emanating from a long-dead Polish immigrant's headstone. Sutcliffe confessed, stood trial on 13 murder charges and 7 attempted murder charges, and was found guilty on all counts, leading to a life sentence. Despite his sanity designation, a prison assault prompted a transfer to the secure psychiatric hospital at Broadmoor. Then, in a surprising turn, he was deemed mentally fit to return to prison in 2016. He ended up at HM Prison Frankland, where he succumbed to COVID-related complications in 2020. While Sutcliffe's guilt seems undeniable, lingering questions persist. Rumours abound that he held grisly details about some murders, but was silent on others. Some even argue that forensic evidence points to 2 distinct killers. 40 years later, uncertainty looms. Were there 2 Yorkshire Rippers? Did the police, eager to close a high-profile case, conspire to conceal facts, leaving a killer on the loose? Assistant Chief Constable George Oldfield, who led the hunt, was taunted by messages claiming to be from the Yorkshire Ripper. One message, on a cassette tape with a Westside accent, led investigators to Sunderland, miles away from Sutcliffe's location. In 2006, John Humble, an unemployed alcoholic from Sunderland, was convicted of perverting justice, solving the mystery of the Westside Jack tape. Yet, larger questions persist. Once Sutcliffe was caught, the killing stopped. Despite apparent inconsistencies, one compelling reason supports the police's narrative: the murders ceased upon Sutcliffe's arrest. While not definitive proof, the halting killings, if there was a second Ripper exploiting Sutcliffe's actions, suggests that the second murderer either ceased or remained undetected. The end of the killing spree was undoubtedly a relief for public safety, but it doesn't necessarily mean justice prevailed and the true culprit was behind bars. Let me tell you about the blood types and the unsettling doubts in the Yorkshire Ripper case. For those with a skeptical itch and a taste for mysteries, the Yorkshire Ripper case remains a puzzle far from neatly solved. Enter Ron Warren, the Deputy Chairman of the West Yorkshire Police Authority during Sutcliffe's arrest. According to Warren, who was knee-deep in the investigation, crucial aspects of the 13 murders were kept from the public and legal system. In a candid interview with the Yorkshire Post in 2005, Warren asserted there were definitely 2 murderers involved in the 13. Why? Blood evidence. According to him, it was an open secret in the operations room that 2 killers were at play. He even questioned whether Sutcliffe, found guilty of more murders than seemed feasible, was a convenient scapegoat for a police force eager to wrap things up rather than pursue the whole truth. At the ripe age of 89, Warren maintained that the police were well aware that Sutcliffe wasn't the lone killer. All the police knew there were 2 men involved, he insisted. The forensic evidence, particularly the presence of 2 different blood groups, supported this claim. The debate over Sutcliffe's blood type has fueled the speculation. While the police claimed he was type B, some argued his father insisted his was type O. However, the Sutcliffe was a B secretor, meaning B antigens are present in body fluids. Those alleging Sutcliffe was a non-secretor pointed out that the fluids found at crime scenes didn't match his profile. Regardless of the blood type controversy, the undeniable conclusion was that 2 killers were on the loose. Even before Sutcliffe's arrest, George Oldfield, the head of the police inquiry, seemed to acknowledge the possibility of multiple culprits. In a quote attributed to him by Sunday Times journalists, he conceded, "There is not one Ripper, but at least 2. While nobody disputes Sutcliffe's involvement in some murders, it took a while for that to be established. Between 1977 and 1980, Sutcliffe was interviewed and eliminated from police inquiries 9 times, despite witness descriptions, evidence about his car's movements, and even a peculiar £5 note found in a victim's handbag. Alibis and a lack of forensic connections led to his repeated exclusion. Detective Constable Andrew Laptew, however, had a hunch that something wasn't right about Sutcliffe during the 5th interview. The details seemed to align: height, build, appearance, and even a telltale gap in his teeth mentioned by a victim. Yet, due to alibis and a lack of a direct match to forensic evidence, Sutcliffe continued to slip through the investigative cracks. The pressure on the police to resolve the case reached a tipping point by early 1981. Public anxiety and negative publicity fueled the urgency, ultimately leading to Sutcliffe's arrest in Sheffield for false number plates. Detective Superintendent Dick Holland persuaded Sutcliffe to confess to all 13 murders, providing some relief to West Yorkshire police. However, questions linger about the handling of the case and whether a cover-up occurred. The conspiratorial air thickens when considering Holland's past suppression of forensic evidence in a previous case, resulting in a wrongful conviction. Surprisingly, there hasn't been a serious legal attempt to identify the second Yorkshire Ripper, leaving victims' families to grapple with suspicions of a cover-up. The debate rages on, fueled by claims of a conspiracy of silence, allegations of a copycat killer, and a lingering taste of a premature case closure. The unanswered questions about the extent of this cover-up continue to cast shadows on a case that seemingly concluded too conveniently. Dear viewers, I wanted to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude for taking the time to watch my videos on unsolved mysteries. Your support means the world to me and motivates me to continue creating content that you enjoy. I am thrilled to announce that I will be producing around 40 videos on this topic, delving into the mysteries of the world and exploring different theories and explanations. I am excited to share my findings and insights with you. If you enjoyed my content, please consider liking and sharing my videos with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on all my latest releases. By subscribing, you will also help me to reach more people who may be interested in the subject. Lastly, if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, don't forget to press the notification bell.